cyberspace to our web-exclusive bonus inbox starring
This
Anderson
is where the magic
Cooper.
Happens.
This
right
is where
here.
all the fun happens.
You have a new table. It's very Starship Enterprise.
This is our new glossy table, and you just put fingerprints on it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look, did you see that? It says our names,
Wow.
I think.
Well, not Anderson's.
No.
Be
well, that's all right.
our friend. On
Wow.
Facebook, facebook.com.
I feel like we're on like Access Hollywood or one of those shows, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't invent the LED. Come on.
They didn't?
With like meaningless information scrolling
Yeah,
across.
we should put like meaningless information here.
It is.
Like, it is? Okay, so let's get right to it, okay? Because Elizabeth G. from Great Neck, New York said she had her own mortifying experience of being topless. Instead, hers involved forgetting her bikini top and swimming around for hours at a country club.
How do you do that?
Hours? It took me half the day to figure out why I was being stared at when I went to adjust my bikini top that wasn't there.
Wow.
I was only 10. No, sweetie, I was an adult. She's 27 now, and it still haunts her.
This is from Angie. Hospitals are now allowing women to wear their own clothes while in labor. When I gave birth to my daughter, I wore a sports bra and a skirt. Hospitals are becoming more fashion forward.
What
did you wear when you gave birth?
I took Lamaze, and they show you this video that's from like 1972.
What,
And
a woman in like skirts and a clog?
no, the woman was totally nude. So I went into labor and I took off all of my clothes. And literally the nurse walked in and said, Mrs. Consuelos, you can put your clothes back on. We don't really do it that way anymore. And they gave me one of those backless gowns.
I thought you were going to say the nurse came in and said, well, why is a teenage boy lying on this? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, come on. She makes that joke all the time.
Actually,
I'm just repeating it.
You never saw me pregnant. I was a complete circle. They were like, what is that circle doing nude lying on the floor?
I can only make that joke because she makes that
yes,
joke.
You're allowed,
Yes.
are allowed to make that joke. But Regis could never get away with that.
All right, a lot of people are emailing in about their experiences flying. Cindy Beers from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, said, totally agree with you, Kelly. I flew the past summer and got the sickest that I ever was, some bacterial infection that stayed in my system for 3 weeks. I got sick. I flew to LA or Detroit and flew back the same day for a story last week. And I got some sort of viral infection that I need antibiotics for. It's crazy out there.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a bacteria dish.
Paula Dillon from St. Clair, Michigan says, traveling home from a family vacation, an older man opened a Playboy centerfold without any hesitation, not considering that there were a minimum of 8 children of various ages seated nearby. Some people are unbelievable.
That's true.
My son would have been so excited.
Really?
He would have been like,
Has he discovered Playboy and stuff?
no, but you know what's so funny? I could tell that he was suddenly 13 when we went to Italy this summer, and normally he would like just be so bored in the museums, but there are like nude paintings, and he was like all involved.
Wow, look at the chiaroscuro. This is from Paula in New Hampshire. I'm now in my 50s, but I still vividly remember my science teacher in the 9th grade used to take his shoes off in front of the class and clip his toenails. Excuse me. Threw up a little in my mouth.
Marsha Pelagi from Massillon, Ohio. We were in IHOP last week, waiting to be seated. I love IHOP, by the way. And the man next to me was clipping his fingernails.
Oh, at an IHOP? Oh.
They were long and dirty ones, too.
Oh.
I have a big mouth, and I said very loud to my husband, that is dirty and disgusting. The man looked my way and kept right on clipping.
Oh, good. Mixing with the fruit topping on the IHOP pancake. Not good. Tracy in Providence, Ohio says, in Reynoldsburg, Ohio says, I could hear this loud clicking, dear Anderson, I could hear this loud clicking sound while I was performing on stage. Finally saw this man singing at a table of 8, clipping his nails during a performance at Ohio State University. So gross, so loud.
Don't understand.
Folks,
don't these people
just don't do it in public.
have bathrooms? I don't understand. This is from Amanda Eaton, from Boston, Massachusetts. I concur with Anderson. Any activity that requires an instrument from your bathroom should be done at home. I was trapped on the T next to someone clipping their nails in the morning rush hour with clippings flying. Unless they were raised in a barn, there is no excuse.
Jackie in Lawrenceville says she was eating in a very nice restaurant last week. A lady at the table next to me started blowing her nose. Yeah, she really should have went to the restroom to do that. Now, should somebody go to the restroom to blow their nose? I mean, that seems a little severe. Yes, you think? Really? Depends how big the nose and how big the blow. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I feel like if there's a cold involved or some sort of,
You know, there's some people who sneeze like, "Nip." You know, those people like sneeze weirdly, like
I do.
"Nip," and you never know. Like, was that a sneeze? What was that?
You want to hear my
What's your sneeze? That's your sneeze?
People can't believe when I sneeze.
It's like an internal sneeze. Like,
yeah, I hold it all in. One day when I explode, it's going to be massive. It's going to be like a piñata. Denise from Halifax, Nova Scotia says, okay, I am a flight attendant with Air Canada for 24 years, and this is hilarious. Yes, I have seen it all. I've seen people floss.
Oh,
yes,
flossing. Why would somebody
teeth.
floss in public? That's not right.
Put nails on, pluck unwanted hairs. The best to date is a pedicure. Mom doing her daughter. Just wanted to pass this along and let Anderson know that it doesn't stop at nail clippings. Ha! Have
Someone
a
doing
great
a pedicure,
day.
doesn't that really smell? Wouldn't the smell waft over the whole plane?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even the smell of the feet.
Okay,
the smell of the
this one,
polish.
you might want to, if you're eating at home, you might want to put down the food.
Put down the food.
This is, or if you're eating an IHOP, you seriously put down
Or
the
if you're
pancake.
considering going on a diet, listen to this.
This is Debbie from Michigan. She says, I was coming back from Reno after a bowling tournament, and it was during spring break. There was a guy sitting in front of me with his seat in the recline position, which meant he was literally sitting in my lap. He apparently had been on a skiing trip because his bald head was sunburnt and peeling. He proceeded to scratch and dig at his flaky scalp. Oh, it goes on, sending huge pieces of dead skin in my lap. I was freaking out, bumping his seat and writhing in mine. I finally got relief when the flight attendant came along peddling drinks and snacks, and he sat up in his chair. Ugh.
Marie from Yorktown Heights, New York says, I share the same fear, but not on planes, in church, especially in the winter. I freak out when the person next to me sneezes into their hand and the priest announces, now please, I have the same issue, Marie. Please offer each other a sign of peace. Oh, chills. Now, my question is, do you think God protects us from germs because we're sitting in his house? Marie, let me answer that.
That's a good question.
No. That's why I keep my gloves on in church. Now, while you're on our site, make sure you vote for your favorite wild and wacky talent, and have a great day. Thank you, Anderson.
That was
It's
fun.
always
Thanks
fun
very
with
much.
you.